Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of The Witch and the Wizard.
God's Basement.
Yes, I'm Firefly.
I'm Rumfus.
And we get to see how we murdered Grandma.
Everything's red. We're in berserk mode like in Doom.
Oh, here's a to-do list. Get the knife, get the new radio, get the phone, place the knife on her bed, replace the old radio, place the phone on the table outside the door, wait outside her room. Am I gonna make her kill herself because she'll have a knife and she has an episode?
Maybe.
Commit the suicido? Okay, so we get the kniff. Okay, so this is her fucking weird ass room. So my door won't open.
The knife's probably in the kitchen again.
Ah.
Oh, there's the radio.
Okay, so here. Oh,
Get the knife.
get the knife.
Get the radio. Then the phone.
And then what was it?
Place the knife on the bed. Replace the old radio. Put the phone on the floor outside the bedroom. Or probably on the little nightstand. Outside the bedroom.
Ah.
Close the door. And wait.
Yes, I'm talking to you. Are you listening to me? I know that I might seem suspicious, but for now, I'm going to need you to trust me. Are you in pain? Do you want that pain to go away? I can show you a way out, but you're going to have to do exactly what I say. Don't worry, very soon you won't feel any pain at all. You won't have to suffer any longer. The first thing I want you to do is to grab the knife on your bed. You're doing a great job. It's very tough, so please be careful with it. The next step is to gently press the knife against your stomach. You're doing a wonderful job. Now, press a little harder. Keep applying more pressure until the knife penetrates the flesh of your stomach. You might feel quite a bit of pain, but that's going to be temporary. You're doing a great job. I want you to pull the knife out. Is there a warm, red fluid gushing out of your stomach? If so, then you applied enough pressure. I know that this might be painful, but pretty soon it's going to be all over. I want you to repeat the process, except now go a little to the right of the original spot. Keep applying pressure until the knife penetrates the flesh. Now that you've done the process twice, for the third time, go to the left of the original spot. Once again, keep applying pressure until the knife penetrates the flesh. You're doing a great job. Now return to the original spot. I want you to jab the knife into the wound 3 times. This time, don't slowly apply pressure. I want you to press the knife into your stomach as hard as you can. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. You're doing a wonderful job. Are you in pain? Are you suffering? I know you are, but don't worry. It'll all go away soon.
This is interesting.
This is the last step. Are you ready? All you have to do is to repeat the process, except this time. Press the knife against your neck. Whenever you're ready, just quickly thrust the knife into your neck. Then very soon,
Whoa there. What
Ah.
YouTube video did you find? It's on the dark web.
How to kill your grandma.
James, you murdered her. You knew about her delusions. She always talked about the man in the radio, so you decided to become that character. You replaced the old radio and then played an audio file telling her to stab herself repeatedly with a knife. You knew she was delusional and had episodes of schizophrenia. She followed your instructions and eventually bled to death due to her self-inflicted injuries. Since all the evidence pointed to a suicide, you weren't charged with anything. You finally got what you wanted. You were finally free. You might be wondering how exactly you ended up dead. Well, for the first few months, you lived your life carefree. You actually enjoyed life to some extent, not being tied down by an ill relative. But eventually, that all came crashing down.
Oh.
It started off with brief, horrific, gruesome nightmares.
Hello.
Visions of her stabbing
Hey,
herself
G-Ma.
endlessly, blood gushing out of her wounds, flooding your mind with blood-red guilt. Slowly, these nightmares leaked into your daily life. You'd see her out of the corner of your eye, whether you were driving, walking down the street, or at work. Even though you killed her, she never really left. She lived in your mind and haunted you every day until you eventually couldn't fall asleep. Every time you closed your eyes, even for the briefest of moments, she'd manifest in your subconscious. Eventually, you went to the hospital and you were prescribed sleep medicine, but that only suppressed the issue. Slowly, your body adjusted to the medicine and you needed to increase
Grandma
the dose
could
for the
not
medicine
just
to be
stay
effective.
dead.
This process kept repeating until you were taking multiple times the recommended amount. You were addicted until one night you overdosed on sleep medication. Right now, in this moment, your physical body is currently in a hospital bed, hovering between the thin line of life and death.
Oh, I'm in a coma.
You're still probably wondering why you're here in God's basement. I'll finally tell you who I am and what this place really is.
It's me.
God's basement is a realm for those who have committed great sin but are still redeemable.
Oh.
The individuals that arrive in God's basement relive their own versions of hell, allowing them to reflect on their life and watch their slow descent into evil. Their resentment, hate, bitterness, and jealousy accumulate until those emotions manifest themselves through atrocious acts, yours being murder. You were backed into a corner, watching your life slowly pass you by. All those opportunities you sacrificed. All that potential wasted. You became bitter and resentful. Many could sympathize with you. Many might have even done the same. You were hopeless, and it felt like you were inside a living hell. I am called the Operator. I am an entity that manifests in God's basement. I manifest myself in different ways depending on the person. My job is to guide the person inside God's basement and allow them to relive their life from a different perspective. In your case, I manifested with many characteristics resembling the man in the radio. Hopefully this explanation cleared everything up.
Makes sense.
You're still probably wondering what happens now that you have all your memories. I mentioned earlier that God's basement are for those who are still redeemable. Even though you committed an atrocious sin, you were trapped in a hopeless existence. Also, the person you killed wasn't really your grandmother. She was a shell of her former self. Your grandmother died long ago. Part of you wanted to see her suffering cease. Your crime was both cruel and merciful at the same time. You are going to get a second chance at life. Pretty soon you're going to wake up in a hospital bed out of your drug-induced coma. Learn to live with what you did. The feelings of guilt, paranoia, and pain will never completely go away. James, make the most out of life and be grateful for this second chance. One last thing. Good luck.
Don't tell me that.
Huh.
What I did had nothing to do with luck.
It's different. Ah, here I am.
Do you have your body back?
I think I'm waking up. Yeah. Where's Grandma? Let's fucking see it.
Yes, Lucian. We got out of God's basement.
Huh. That's it.
Grandma deserved it.
Wow.
She killed my parent or our parents.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could have just let her die, though.
I mean,
You could have just stuck her in a home.
he probably didn't have the money for that. That should cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of shillings and shekels and gold.
Yes. I mean, I wouldn't have told her to stab herself in the stomach. Like that, I think that was a bit much. She could have just done the...
Hello, I am the developer of God's Basement. You've reached the end, and I wanted to say thank you for playing through the whole game. I'm still pretty new to creating video games, so I hope the experience was bearable. Hopefully you enjoyed the experience. Maybe someday you'll play another one of my games. If I'm able to release another one. Thank you again, Erebus.
Like, I just probably would have done the whole neck thing. Like, you don't need to... You need to do the stomach part. That was a bit much.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome, Erebus, and thank you for making this game.
Yes, very enjoyable. I would play another one.
I thought Grandma was going to kill us. I thought that's what it was going to be. Like, she didn't actually, like, stab herself. She ended up just breaking out and then killing James.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna chase me through the house. Because there's that one, little pantry that I couldn't open.
Yeah.
It said I could, but it, like, every time I'd go to it was like, nah. So I was like, huh.
Does that mean we were going to be able to go into it and hide? But who knows?
Yeah. But that's it. That was God's Basement, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for watching.
They lied to us the whole time. One of the first things we read, we are not dead.
We were kind of dead. We overdosed. We technically died.
Huh.
It's like, you know, when you get... we were resuscitated. We got defibbed.
Wow, the defib, yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you for watching God's Basement.
I've been Firefly.
And I've been Rumfist.
Good night. Be safe.
Cast on.